Hi, I'm Diane Nelson. Welcome to Meet the Candidate of Harrison Township 2020. This project is a joint effort between myself as the Senior Center Coordinator and Melissa Goins, the Library Director for Harrison Township. The program is designed to bring information to the voters of Harrison Township about the people who currently serve the township and others from our community who want to. The library nor the Senior Center endorses any candidates. The only goal of this project is to provide voters with information.
We're talking to Jason Harms, candidate for the Creuse Public Schools Board. Tell us about yourself, Jason.
Hi, my name is Jason Harms. I'm 46 years old. I've been a lifelong resident of Macomb Township. I attended Creuse Public Schools from preschool all the way to graduation. After graduation, I was involved with the Creuse North Band Boosters, serving as the vice president and the president for 5 years. I've been actively involved with the Creuse Foundation. Before I left, I was actually honored for being one of the top donors through our payroll deduction program. I'm a 26-year veteran of Creuse Public Schools. I worked in the technology department, spending my last 4 years there as supervisor for technology. I also spent 20 years working for the City of St. Clair Shores Parks and Recreation Department, where I managed the city's marinas, boat ramps, and eventually the public pool and municipal splash pad. And I volunteer every summer with the Macomb County Sheriff Marine Division on Lake St. Clair. So I kind of have a very wide background of things that I've done, but I've been involved with Creuse all my life, and that's what's encouraged me to run for the board.
Very good. What originally prompted you to run for the school board?
I kind of always thought that I would, being involved in Creuse for all my life. It seemed like a natural transition. I was very lucky that I had some mentors in my life at Creuse that encouraged me to take advantage of all the retirement benefits, and I was able to retire this year, July 1st. Actually, from spending my last year and a half, I didn't mention that, at New Haven Community Schools on a cabinet level position or upper administration level position. So I was able to retire July 1st. And so I kind of always intended on running for the board. I think it's, like I said, a natural transition from being actively involved in my entire life into the school district. And it seemed like the next step. And there were 2 open seats this November, which made sense.
Very good. What do you see as general concerns for the Creuse schools, and how do you plan to address them?
I think the big concerns that I have are with, so just so the residents know, and I think there's a lot of miscommunication about this, our budget comes from the state of Michigan. We don't have a lot of latitude in the budget. It's the amount that the state gives us. Our school calendar year is basically dictated by the state. And our even the classes and types of credits that students need to take or achieve before graduation are dictated by the state. So as a board member, I think that my biggest goal is to improve communication between staff and students and the residents of the community so that everybody is getting good information. A lot of times politicians promise things that are not obtainable. And I don't intend to do that. I like when things come before me, I want to evaluate them all. I want to talk to the stakeholders and make an informed decision. So one of the big things that I want to do is just improve communication. I think a lot of people go around saying, well, I'm going to get involved in the board because our taxes are too high. Well, that's not dictated. The board has nothing to do with that. I mean, unless they go to the voters and ask for a bond issue, or as was last year, the enhancement millage. But those types of things are approved by the voters. The board has little jurisdiction on their own to raise taxes. So I know those are common things that people worry about, but really the board needs to be a good ambassador. So my thing is to improve communication, to be supportive of our staff and students, and to be a good ambassador for the district and the district's resources.
Good. What are your involvements in community affairs?
So as I said, during my 26 years at Lance Creuse, I was actively involved in the Booster Club. I was actively involved in the Lance Creuse Foundation. I've been a volunteer with the Sheriff's Office for 16 years now. Just this year, I volunteered about 700 hours. And it's not just working for the Sheriff's Office. We've done events with Meals on Wheels, delivering community packages to seniors. So it's been a great opportunity to when people think you're volunteering for the Sheriff's Department, they think you're out there fighting crime. And, I do a little bit of that, but most of it is being involved in the community, going to community-related events, like I said, helping with Meals on Wheels, parades out there in the community. So I've been actively involved in my community for a long time.
Good. Is there anything else that you'd like to add?
No, I'm really, I was born and bred in Lance Creuse. I know every inch of every building. I know the staff. I know the community. One of the things that's unique about me is when I was attending Lance Creuse, we went through a period of reduction where population decreased and they had to close some buildings. I also was there when they tried moving the 6th grade back to the elementary. So I've been through a lot of different experiences. So I have a lot of knowledge and depth about the district that I take with me to a board position.
Well, thank you so much for telling us about yourself, Jason, and for offering to serve in our community.
Thank you very much, Melissa. Have a great day.
You too.
I'm Melissa Goins. Thank you for tuning in to Meet the Candidates of Harrison Township 2020. Don't forget to vote at the polls on August 4th and November 3rd, or with an absentee ballot. All voting information for Harrison Township can be found at htvotes.com. That's HT for Harrison Township, votes.com.